Hello again, everyone. Edwin Leonard back once again. In this YouTube astrological segment, I'm going to be talking about Mars conjunct Pluto in a natal chart. Now, some of you may remember when I first started my YouTube astrology channel, I did a series on the aspects in a natal chart. They were a little bit concise, and some people may have referred to them as snappy, so what I decided to do was make another series on them in which the videos would be a little bit longer and more descriptive. So anyway, first thing up, if you have Mars conjunct Pluto in your natal chart, you may expend an exorbitant amount of energy, which is Mars, on the activities in which you have a passion and desire for, which is Pluto. Now, the thing is, if Pluto, say, is in Virgo, in the fifth house as an example, things you have a passion and desire for may be tied in with analytical, intellectual, amusement, and enjoyment. Let's say Pluto is in Capricorn. Those things you have the strong, intense passion and desire for may be tied in with business or something, field or profession associated with Capricorn, such as architecture, construction, business, management, something with masonry, carpentry, information technology, accounting as some examples. And also too, Mars conjunct Pluto can also manifest in the situations with intimate connections, which is Pluto, may at times be contentious, which is Mars. With, let's say, if Mars is in Sagittarius, there may be battles often connected with philosophy, one's beliefs, religion, sports. It could be over things that were published or advertised as some examples. And at the same time, you may often stand up, use that Mars courage for those people that you're in intimate connections with, which is Pluto, when necessary, because keep in mind, conjunctions are neutral aspects. They could have good and bad qualities connected with them. And let's say, if Pluto is in Libra as an example, even though generational, intimate connections, one or more, maybe Libra, Sun, Moon, or Ascendant, or simply embody the characteristics of the sign. It could be those that are charming, tactful, diplomatic, equitable, refined, cooperative, compromising, peaceful, as some examples. And there could also be power struggles, which is Pluto, with those people, with sexual partners, which is Mars as an example. And I would say too, this aspect can give, I would think, an exorbitant, sexual drive in many instances, because both these planets have a connection with that. So the thing about this too is that there may be surgery, which is Mars, associated with the colon, prostate, bladder, urinary tract, or reproductive system, which is Pluto. Now, let's say if you have conjunction, say is in Capricorn, those it could be more in older age, the surgery, and maybe something that's very well planned, premeditated. The conjunction in Scorpio, maybe some deep issues. There may be more, like X-rays, MRIs that may be involved, in this. Maybe there's something more mysterious about the situation regarding the surgery, as some examples. And also anger, which is Mars at times, may be, vengeful and even destructive, which is Pluto. Let's say, Mars, is in Sagittarius, it could be anger. Maybe there's issues regarding expanding horizons, being able to get, maybe there's some issues going outside the box, so to speak. It could be, maybe it's over something with religion or philosophy or belief. There could be, whatever could be connected, with Sagittarius, again, the expanding horizons, or there may be, Sagittarius doesn't do anything in small doses either, so you get the idea with that. And the thing too is there also may be trauma, which is Pluto, associated with the head, the face, skull, muscles, or sexual organs, which is Mars. Let's say, nobody watching this video, I don't believe, has this now, but let's say if the conjunction is in Aquarius, those issues may be more intermittent, sporadic, erratic. They may be nerve related. If the conjunction is in Capricorn is another example. They may be more enduring, more consistent. It may be an older age. Maybe there's something, bone related, connected with this. Another thing too is there may be a physical, which is Mars, a transformation, which is Pluto. At some point in time, there may be a point in time where this person decides to really work out vigorously, do something to transform the body, or whether it's through some surgical procedure. That could be another way this could happen as well. There may be in Aquarius, maybe there'll be a bionic transformation with some people, but I'm being flippant with that. But it's a conjunction, say, is in Scorpio, as an example. It may be something where maybe the person is more secretive about regarding the transformation, or it may be done with more passion, desire, and emotional intensity, as some examples. And also too, in some instances, not to be overly morose or morbid or what have you, but the death, mate, which is Pluto, may be one of a more a volatile or violent nature in some cases. I would say most cases now, but if in some cases, I would say this could be more probable. There'd be a greater propensity with this aspect in contrast to many others, because Pluto does rule death and Mars is connected with violence and volatility. So the thing about this too is that Mars related matters may be pursued with much passion and emotional intensity, which is Pluto. Mars related matters can cover a wide divergence of things, whether it's doing something with leadership or surgery. It could be things associated with sexual partners, as some examples, maybe even something with sports. Now, the thing is, let's say, for example, if Mars is in Scorpio, that could even give more, emotional intensity to this, and more passion, and even obsessive energy, possibly in those matters. Now, another thing too is there also may be very intense drive and motivation, which is Mars, for deep research and investigation, which is Pluto. If the conjunction is in Sagittarius, as an example, maybe the deep research and investigation may be tied in with something with religion or philosophy, or something sports related, maybe even something with foreigners or foreign countries, as some examples. And also too, this aspect may intensify battles, which is Mars, with Pluto related people, and that can cover a number of different people. It can be people that are involved with the occult, which includes astrology or intimate connections, as some examples. And going to Sagittarius again as an example, those battles may be connected with sports, religion, philosophy, beliefs. And also too, you may be very secretive, which is Pluto, regarding your actions, which which is Mars. And the thing about this is, if Mars is in Capricorn, as an example, those actions, again, may be very well planned, premeditated. They may be tied in with, something business or career related. And also, too, you may express much courage, which is Mars in crisis situations, which is Pluto. Let's say if Pluto is in Libra, as an example, those crisis situations may be a legal matter, or it could be something, connected with a relationship, or marriage, as an example. And also, too, Mars conjunct Pluto in a natal chart may also manifest in desiring, some leadership position, which is Mars, in a Pluto-related field, which could be something with the occult, which includes astrology, or, something with insurance or tax examination, maybe surgery, investigation, forensics, as some examples. Anyway, people, that'll conclude this YouTube astrological segment. Until next time, Edwin Leonard saying stay well.